Looks like we are live. This is episode 3 of the music review with your host, Nate Rose. That's me. I'm going to give everybody just a little bit to pop in here. I know that it takes a little bit for everyone to get notified to come in here. But this time around, I have partnered with David Elijah Pearsall. He also happens to be my business partner for my media company, our media company, 12 Bishop. And he, on his own, owns a YouTube channel with almost 30,000 subscribers at the time of this live. And yeah, so there's a lot to win here. People who tune in or whatnot are going to be able to play their music. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to give them feedback, and then if David likes it, he'll potentially add it to his song of the day on his YouTube channel. So very, very excited for that. I'm going to give everybody maybe another 30 seconds to a minute, and then we're just going to get started. We're going to go right into it. So, but all right. So we are live, I think, on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Should be all three. The trifecta here. And all right, let's see. All right, so I have the new songs queued up for this week. In the Discord is how you submit. You'll see down in this bottom left corner that you can continue to submit by looking at that section there. There's a $10 skip the line. They're free submissions this time around. $10 skip the line though, if you want to ensure that your song is heard. And I requested in the Discord that we have Spotify links. So I'm going to do the Spotify links first, and then we'll start digging into the rest of them. So I also have PayPal pulled up. So if you skip the line, I'll check between each song. I'll play your song next. If you've got a bounce, or sometimes we get a lot of submissions. So this is so you can guarantee that you're getting streamed. You guys are talking about an echo. Let me see if I can fix the echo first. I'm gonna lower this down. A couple people have brought that up. Let me dig in here and see if I can pull it back up. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're getting the echo. It's potentially like doubling up the signal from loopback, but I'm not really sure how I might be able to turn that off. Let me see. Maybe there's potential to turn it off here. How does that? Let me know if that fixes it. I'm going to try to play a song here.
Put it down.
Okay. So I think we should be good to go. I just tried something different with that. Okay. All right. That was the issue. Pardon me, guys. Cool. So as long as we're good on that, let's get started. Okay, first up we have No Time by the artist Addy Sing 111, which is a strange artist name. I feel like it looks like a profile name rather than an actual artist name. So I'm curious about that. Maybe there's something I don't know there, or maybe it's the style. But here we go. This is No Time.
Everybody's turn against me, dude. I don't got time for you. I don't got time for shit. I don't got time for you. I'm that set for bad dude. Going to the story, but born to be calling. I go with the story. I go with the glory. There ain't no way you owe me a penny. I go with the story. I go with the glory. Every day I'm working. Every day I'm sick and tired of this pulpit slurping. They get what they deserve, and I feel like I'm nearly out learning. Why you think I ain't a person? Ain't a person. Why you think I ain't a person? I think I should switch up like a freaking circuit. Everybody's turn against me, dude. I don't got time for you. I don't got time for shit. I don't got time for you. I'm that set for bad dude. Going to the story, but born to be calling. I go with the story. I go with the glory. There ain't no way you owe me a penny. I go with the story. I go with the glory.
This is why I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
And we hate the po-po, want to kill us in the street.
I get the money, go. I have to live like this.
All right, about a minute 6 into that song. That is No Time by Addy Singh 111. Okay, so overall, I think this is really solid record. The beat is very interesting, and I did like that there was moment creation in there. I don't know if that was in the beat beforehand, but like that a little break where you had some dialogue there. I also feel like the flow was pretty good. There were moments though in the flow where it felt a little bit sloppy, a little bit either like before or after where the grid is, but overall I think it was solid. I think the vocal mix could use a little bit of work. It did have an interesting kind of sound and flavor, so if that's what you were going for, then cool. But I would have liked to have heard it maybe a little bit more up front and a little crispier. That is just my personal preference there. But that is No Time by Addy Singh 111. All right. This is Leave It Where You Lay by Cup of Joe and Quincy.
You play, cause if I'm done I quit. Leave it where you lay, leave it where you lay. Someone feel my forehead please, burning me the third degree. Sickening and I feel the fatigue, this love may be the death of me. Met you at the right time, thankfully at the wrong mind. Took a while but I'm fine, blessing in disguise. Grew up in your eyes, peace of control.
That's Leave It Where You Lay by Cup of Joe and Quincy. On this record, I was not really a fan of the beat. And also the mix, I think, was really like muddy. For example, like, so each of the elements didn't really stick out too much. The thing that first caught me about the beat was that kick sample was so wide and verby and instead of punchy. Personally, I like punchy kicks. But I will say the vocals were really good. I think the vocals were the best part of the project, or this particular track. I just think that, you know, if you want to amplify the vocals even more, you just got to have a good mix in the beat. And I think the downfall of this one is the mix, and then I think some of the song or the sample selection in this beat were not my favorite. But overall, solid track. Just try to get those mixes up. But I think vocally, it's definitely there. So Leave It Where You Lay by Cup of Joe and Quincy. All right, next up we got In This Life by Y-Pricks. So Y-Pricks. Checking over here, reading some of these comments. Y'all are hilarious. Yeah, GameStop got my stocks going way up. What's good, my guy? All right, In This Life by Y-Pricks. Let's go.
Every evening, we just getting started, and you see the shit I'm peeping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems like rumors, but I can't trust my crew, but it's on sight. It's on sight. There's nothing new, girl. It's that vibe. It's that vibe. We catching flies, girl. Reach new heights. Reach new heights.
That is In This Life by Y-Pricks. Beat sounds great. I think the mix on the beat sounds really good. My big critique, and this is going to be something that you hear a lot from me, my big critique is that the intro is too long. So we're only hearing beat up into about 40 seconds into the record. If you want to capture my attention, you're going to you're going to want to hook me early on. And so, if it would have been 15 seconds later, maybe we never would have heard the vocals, especially on a review like this. So definitely want to capture the listener early on with that. I think the vocals sound pretty good on this. I think there were little parts here and there where I feel like the tuning might have been a little bit off. And then, there were some things where I felt like the sustain or whatever could have been a little bit shorter on the vocals. But other than that, I think a great vocal tone. Definitely think this is a solid record. So shout out to Y Pricks in This Life. All right. This is Love Me by KR. That is next up.
I think it's funny when you say you love me, you don't. It's really funny when you say you love me, you don't. You say that you love me, but you don't. Turn around, I don't want you.
You did. It's K-On. Slip. Let's get it. 1, 2. I think it's funny that you say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. Yeah, you say you love me, you don't. I think it's funny that you say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. Yeah, you say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. You say you love me, you don't. I think it's funny that you say you love me. She not ready to a shot she call me, she know that I pick up the phone. I call her, she don't say hello. I really don't know what it is, you can lower your tone. You can lower your tone. Let's go, highway deep and I'm smashing. 4 or 5 blues in the wallet. Go yard jacket, I'm styling. Your girl always calling, but I never answer. You think that we talking? You think that we talking? Nigga be sneak dissing, but ain't talk about often. She get me.
Alright, so that is Love Me by KR. I'll say this, I think the beginning 20 seconds had me worried because now that I know it's an intro, that's a lot better because the mix was so verbed out and so low in volume that I was thinking it was going to be that way the whole song. It would be not good, but it did pick up. So the fact that that's an intro, that is permissible in my opinion. I think the best part about this, or my favorite part, is the rapping that we get into here. I'd like to have heard that coming in a little bit earlier. But I think this song has a really creative feel to it, and so I think this is just a mix, some mix polish on this would take this up to another level, and then maybe shortening up that intro. But that is just my opinion. Like I said, I say this every time, but please don't take my feedback too harshly. I'm just trying to give you guys some actionable feedback here. And it happens to be that a lot of times the critique is the mix, because if it's a new artist that isn't paying to get their songs professionally mixed, then you're going to have those hurdles. So that'll be something you kind of hear over and over. But I do want to harp on the importance of having a good mix, because that is what is going to make the listener automatically put you in a category with a professional artist when they hear it. If they play a Drake song and then they play your song back to it, and Drake's kicks and snare and everything is cutting through and hitting, and then yours comes on and it's not, and it sounds muddy and it's a lot quieter, it's not mastered, then you're not going to be taken as seriously. They're going to already put you in an indie artist category, or like, okay, this person needs some work, and they may not even be able to articulate why, but a lot of times it comes down to the mix. So all right, so somebody mentioned that the track, or I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit low. Let's try to bump this up here. All right. I just don't want to get too much of the fan. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that or not. But all right. Now we have Tin Roof by Lane Michael.
She say that she wanna go, hey. She say that she wanna go to Tin Roof. She say she got something we can get into. You don't gotta let them girls get to you. Tryna make the music that they listen to. CC and a sister look identical. Why would I do one? Fuck it, give me two. Double up or nothing, that's what we into. That's what we gon' do. That's what we been through. Hey, you don't don't gotta be with him, you just gotta say it. What's the mood tonight? You can tell me what the
know.
play is. I can do it right. Tell me where you're staying. Don't know why you're playing. I'll be on the way in. I'm 24, never ceases to amaze me. Traffic going crazy, can't hear what you're saying. You know that I'm driving, you know that I'm trying. Ain't no use in lying, girl, you know the science. I told you I'd be there, I know it's conceited.
Okay,
Say it like
Michael.
you mean it. Baby, it's the weekend, only time we speaking. I just need a reason, you aren't gonna leave him. I can't let it go. Girl, you know you putting on a show. Might just sit like 30 in a row. Ask about us anywhere you go. I know shorty and she say she ride coach. She say she could do it, can't tell. I've been trying to keep it to myself. Try to tell her and she can't help
the background vocals.
Wanna see you move, I can't help it. It's gotta stay between us, can't tell
little
him.
Drake
Know you
melody.
selfish, know you felt it. And I know it's something I can help with. She say that she wanna go to Timu. She said she got something.
Hey, yo, hold up. This song's kind of fire. I can't even trip. This song is hard. Let me check out this guy. Lane Michael, how many streams you got here? Let me expand this. Hold on. 189 monthly listeners. 189. Not 189,000. 189 as in 3 digits. Come on, man. Lane, if you're watching this, even if you're not watching this, I'm going to contact you. This song is fire. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to add it to one of my playlists. So, killed it. I think that's... I don't know how David Pearsall feels about it. I'm going to give him a follow on Spotify as well. I don't know how David feels about it, but that might be a good contender for Song of the Day. Okay, so that song is called Don't Panic. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's off the project Don't Panic. The song's called Tin Roof by Lane Michael. Initially, when it came in, the beat was already enticing. I love that little flute. Sounded like, kind of like a Jack Harlow kind of style beat. The mix was really good. The vocals came in crisp. And, yeah, I mean, I thought the melody was fire. There were moments. I love the background vocals that came in. They had some different processing on them. It kind of kept me going the whole time. Like, it was just like one of those types of records. So, yeah, I'm very, very satisfied with this. I love that I just got this submission. So, awesome. All right. We're going to go back. Let's see. Okay, next up we have Please Tell Me by John Worthy.
With all the aces gone, I've been looking around for days. I've been rambling along, mystified in a cryptic haze. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've been searching for the one I love, but she seems to have slipped away. And when I find the one I love, I will hold her close and say, please tell me it'll be okay. Please tell me it'll be okay.
All right, that is Please Tell Me by John Worthy. I think this is a very, very solid record. Obviously not a rap submission, but that is totally permissible for this live stream. I think that the mix sounded pretty good. I like that there is a lot of reverb and stuff on the vocals. It sounded nice and kind of psychedelic and dreamy. And I think that the mix sounds good. I think the energy of the song sounds good. It makes me feel like I'm like driving over like desert. I don't know. Like I'm cruising through Nevada or something in like a 1970s convertible. That's what it makes me feel like. So that's Please Tell Me by John Worthy. Don't have a lot of critiques for this one other than I think this is just from a rap mix perspective, but I like to hear the snare or the stick hits or whatever a little bit louder in the mix, just to really capture that rhythm. But then again, I don't know how this matches up with other mixes of this genre. So that would be my only critique. But I think this is a very solid record. All right, now we're off to Spotify. We're gonna pop over into this long list of songs in here. We'll see what we got. I noticed somebody earlier mentioned if there was a queue. I do not have a queue that is visible to everyone, but I'll be going basically in order, with the exception of the Spotify links, which I did first. And then if you want to skip the line, you can always send $10 to paypal.me/Nate Rose. Skip the line, guarantee you get your song heard tonight. So that's what that feature is for. But if you're patient enough, your song might be in here. So we'll see. Okay. So let's get into the first one. This is SYNRR, a song called Faded. So I don't know if that's Sinner or Signer. I mean, probably Sinner. That makes most sense. So I'm going to play this here.
I've been staring at the same four walls all day, all night. Think I'm losing my mind. Haven't seen the world in weeks or months. I don't know which one, but it feels like forever. I don't know if it gets better, but I've been watching the weather, and it's changing. Maybe I'm just fading. Wish the end would take me. Cause it feels like I'm just fading fast. I'm medicating so the pain won't last. I've been staring too far down this hole. Swear to God I'm not the one that's in control.
All right, that is Sinner. I guess SYNRR, song called Faded. I think the mix on here is really great. I'm actually watching a music video is why I'm looking over here. I think the music video looks decent. So my critique on this one is I think the hook is by far the strongest part of this. I would have liked to have heard the hook in the beginning just because I feel like it would have captured my attention a lot quicker. But I understand that there is a setup to the hook, so that's just maybe a personal preference for me. But I think I got a lot more interested whenever the hook came in. So that being said, maybe look at introducing that a little bit earlier or something like that. But overall, I think this is a really solid record as well. And this is uploaded on a channel called Cactus Jacks, which has a lot of subscribers here. I'm not familiar with that channel, but that is Sinner, Faded. Pardon me if I butchered the name. All right. Now we have a song called All Night by Ossie. So it's OSCIE featuring Luke the 11th. So let's listen to this. I'm out of coffee. Oh, all right. It looks like we lost the audio. All right, hold on one second. The audio. See, Streamlabs just does this, yo. I don't know why. This is like a bug that's not fixed. It just turns off. There's no reason. So let me turn it back on. And let's see if we can restart this song. My apologies for that, guys. Still not working. Okay, let me do this. it again. Put disabled on. Done. Alright, back to preferences. Come on, Streamlabs, y'all gotta fix this. Let's see if this works. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio on this now. It's not showing up for me, but it may be playing. All right, we're not hearing anything. Okay, let me try to open it up in a new tab here. Okay, it looks like we're getting something now. For some reason, Discord's player is having an issue. How about now, guys? Let me know if it sounds better now.
Hey, look excited, what you been? I've been up all night, trying to make things better. I've been up all night, trying to make things better. I've been up all night, just free agent. I got pills on my mind, yeah, long lost friends. Now it's tired, my nightmares, do it all again. Yeah, I got no one, but I still got I've been up all night, just free agent. I got pills on my mind, yeah, long lost friends. Now it's tired, my nightmares, do it all again. Yeah, I got no one, but I still got sense.
Nobody's up at this time, that's why I'm up. I took a pill and a line, that's why I'm fucked. I told my parents I'm fine, it's out of luck. I think I liked her a lot, but then we ducked, yeah. Why is everything in life so fucking complicated? I just wanna live my life, but every night I'm so frustrated. Happiness is so belated, daily thinking, will I make it? Started off with just a drink at 3 AM and now I'm wasted.
I've been up all night.
Okay, so that is All Night by Aussie. I think that sounds pretty good. The mix sounds good. It's nice and full. There was a lot going on in the production, especially on the hook section. One suggestion that I have is Aussie stays in this low register during the hook. And I would, since he had a repeated section, I would have liked to have heard potentially an octave up and kind of bring in another production element. I think that would have captivated me even more. So I was already sucked in when the hook came in. But when you repeat it again, maybe going up an entire octave and then adding some other production elements in there, I think would have been beneficial to the energy of the track. But overall, I think this is pretty solid. Lyrically, there were a few moments that I felt like were a little bit on the nose. I think the opening line was something like no one's up at this time, that's why I'm up. To me, that seemed a little bit on the nose. But overall, I mean, I think this is a very solid record. Definitely top 3 that we've heard today. So, all right, boom. I'm gonna check this PayPal real quick, see if we have anybody who has paid to skip the line, and if not, we're going to the next track. Okay, so I think I have learned that for some reason, whenever YouTube videos are embedded in Discord, it is not wanting to play out the audio. So, okay, Spotify links. Okay, so I'm going to open up this YouTube video here. This is Big Finesse with the S's are $signs. So Big Finesse and Moonlight. And this just says official music video, so I'm guessing that Moonlight is the name of the song. But we're going to listen to that right now.
Rub this shit all types of crazy.
Big finesse, nigga.
Late night, I creep round. Yeah. Late night, I creep round, trying to get my blues right. Late night, I creep round, trapping through the moonlight. Trapping through the moonlight, packs becoming seal tight. Serve it, get your deal right, but said I don't feel right. I was the one fulfilling kites, take them down and send them high. Know the ones I do it right, never change on none of my guys. And I can't never change, I swear. Want more money every year, ballin' like a championship, swinging like it's for the belt. I know I'm saying it, please forgive me, please let's let this move right. Sun go down, I change my mood, I'm trapping through the moonlight. Trapping through the moonlight, this is when we move the best. Like to see my brothers doing time, wish I could do the rest. The milk, I think we move the best. This year I'm out doing it. Face get on, we change our homes, better still be back to back. Ain't no sleep up in the trap, you would thought we scared of that. Very cool.
Alright, so that is Big Finesse, Moonlight. So my criticism of this song is going to come down to not really having too much to grasp on by way of a hook. So I know that like the beginning seemed like a hook section, and you know, maybe it would have repeated, but to me it wasn't a super captivating hook. I think once the rapping came in, the vocal tone was really nice. I think there's a lot of potential there, and I think just why the melody, why it wasn't as captivating is because of the melody. I think the melody could have gone in some different directions. The way I perceived this song, it sounded like the melodies were kind of going in directions that I didn't know where they were going, but in a way that didn't really kind of come back and kind of, I don't know, round everything out. So like, for example, you know, on Drake records, sometimes he'll do something that is different than what I expected, but it also fits within the scope of like, oh, okay, that was a pleasant surprise. And so for this one, I felt like some of the melody in the hook was kind of going somewhere, and I couldn't really catch it, couldn't really follow it. So that's my critique on that. But I think the vocal tone's good, the mix is good, the drums are hitting. There's a music video to it, so I say just keep going. I think this has a lot of potential. All right, we have Lucky Cat Beats. All right, I'm gonna pull this one up. All right, this is 4 Running Wheels.
Goes Johnny. I'm not gonna be able to come into work today. Nah, I'm not gonna be in today. I appreciate that, Clay. Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow. Alright, see you then. Peace.
I just wanna slide down the 5 for a minute, cause I feel a little distant in my mind today. No, I don't wanna vibe with these goofy ass niggas out here pulling triggers, killing time, okay? Everybody's got a problem, I'm just trying to solve mine. 1,000 open cuts while I'm walking through a salt mine. I love it when I feel the pain and let me know that I'm alive. I hate it when I make the same mistakes and slip into my pride. Oh, never mind, let me stay in my lane and refresh the moment. I just need time and space, yeah, there's pressure on it. I'm driving underneath these planes, PCH, Rolling Stone, spark that killer California, oh yeah. I keep it cracked, it ain't tinted though. I'm just venting on a purse burst, that's winter flow. I'm a cinematographer when I'm playing with the rhythm, moving pictures when I'm spitting, now you drink.
Yo, that's dope. 4 Running Wheels, Lucky Cat Beats submitted this. I don't think that this is the artist, so I'm not sure who the artist is. Maybe, Johnny Complex is the artist. I think the vocal tone sounds great. There's a visual for it. The mix is great. I think the beat is cool. I think my critique on this, there's something about the pocket, whether it's the beat, maybe either not being quantized in a certain part, or something about it that seems like really slow and tucked back, in a way that makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Like it's like, okay, like I thought I knew where the tempo was, but something just felt a little slow to me. I don't know if you guys felt that or not, but that is something that I perceived in there. So that was my only real critique. I think this is, vocal tone is really good. Maybe a little bit more tightening up on the tuning, just on the beginning. He was hitting all the notes, but I think there were some parts that sounded a little bit slow to kind of get right where they needed to be. A little bit more tweaking on the tuning would have kind of shaped it right up, I think. But overall, very, very dope record. I think this artist is super talented. And this is Johnny Complex. So let me see. Let's see what he's doing on here. I can't even find him on Spotify. So that's not a good sign. Got to get on Spotify. Make it easy for people to find you. All right. Next up, we are going to play. This is Senoj G, Senoj space G. Song's called Wake Up featuring Nico. I'm going to play that right after I check that we don't have any more skip the line submissions. Nope. All right. Here we go.
What is going on in your mind? Free yourself from all of the lies. Let me show you all the answers to life. Tell me once again, one more time.
I am searching in life for something different and new. Trying to understand what this world is coming to. Working every day like a robot, it's not cool. It's Nathan, if you need a helping hand, I got you. I gotta start with myself to improve. Focus on the positive energy I'ma do. We don't gotta be enemies, you my dude. We teaching everybody everything, and that's the truth. Don't get involved with monkey see, monkey do. Calling out to all blind dummies, wake up soon. Tell me why my innocence vanished as I grew. I wonder a lot, I wonder if it's true. Hello to the soul really means more than a dollar from the devil. Watch you sing slow, so I try my best not to fall in love with this cash, cause I know this crazy world has an evil plan.
What is going on in your mind? Free yourself from all of the lies.
All right, that is Synergy, maybe, I don't know. Wake Up featuring Nico. I thought this was really nice. I like the layering. I would have chosen something maybe a little bit different for the piano in the intro, or at least, you know, maybe added a little bit of verb to it. But it does have kind of like a West Coast sort of feel, so maybe that's what they were going for. I thought the mix was pretty good overall. I think the vocals were a little too much on the high end. They were a little sharp and abrasive for my taste, just on that high end. I think that's a mixed critique. But I think this is a record clearly trying to say something, and you know, if you guys are watching the video, which you aren't because I don't have it pulled up, but they have a nice conceptual video to this, talking about just like the struggles and you know, there's protesters, there's a lot of different things going on there. So I think that's a really solid record, and yeah. All right. Next up, we got Santino LaBoy. This man, Santino, David, you're not going to believe this. This man, Santino, submitted Phases, which is a record that I produced that we shot a music video for. So, I guess this is a treat for y'all.
Going through these phases, running out of time, like my mind is going crazy. Out here on my own, okay, that's that shit that made me. Staring at these walls like can't anybody save me. Going through these phases, running out of time, like my mind is going crazy. Out here on my own, okay, that's that shit that made me. Staring at these walls like can't anybody save me. Hello, goodbye, I'm low, I'm high, still wasting time. Wish I could find some peace of mind, cause all my time keeps passing by. Can never go back and I hate it. Back in high school I was faded, skipping my class, never stayed it. Then I dropped out, never made it. That was the start of my problems. Feels like I'm back at the bottom. Hurts but I don't wanna say it. I'm hoping that change when I make it. Going through these phases, running out of time like my...
Alright, that is Phases by Santino LaBoy. Bit biased on this one. My big critique, Santino, you already... Yeah, beat needs work, it's trash. No, Santino already knows my big critique is going to be that he got demo-itis when I sang this track, because he had listened so much to the demo that when I mixed it, he wanted to use the unmixed version. So that's my critique, is that I wish this had a better mix for my taste. But overall, I mean, I loved working on this project. Me and Santino have some heaters. Santino, you need to get it together, bro. We need to be releasing these, bro. I keep telling Santino to put out more content. This is I don't know how long it's been since this song came out, but anyway, yeah, I don't really have any critiques. Obviously, I was here during the creation of this this record, so there we go. That's Phases by Santino LaBoy. All right. Here we go. Next up, we have Blue Forest by John K. And as far as I know, I think this is just a beat, so we're going to listen to the beat here. John K. Fun fact, John K is a moderator in the Discord server, so definitely had to make sure I got his in here. I'm very, very satisfied with how this record sounds. I think there could be, some more mix work done to it, but I love the sliding bass. I do love the interesting pocket. Almost feels like kind of like a drill beat or something like that. A bit. It kind of has like a, I don't know how I would articulate that. But the bass slides sound like something out of a Pop Smoke record or something. But yeah, I thought that was really, really solid. I would have liked to have heard, and maybe it got to this later on the beat, but some more beat breaks, introducing new instruments, kind of keeping the production interesting throughout. But overall, a very solid record there. And digging it. All right. Up next. First, let me check the good old PayPal. Hit refresh. Can't be leaving people out. All right. Good to go. Here we go. This song is called In Too Deep. It's N, the number 2, and Deep by Kiki Halliday. So this is going to be the next one we play. Here we go. Okay.
Lately I've had vertigo. Tell no one so no one knows. Got my balance all out of line. One hit and we're vertical. Got so I know where to go. Catch a feeling I can't deny. I can't get you off my mind. I think your love is gonna get to me. Sometimes I still got so I know where to go.
Pardon me. Let's run that back a little bit because I used the hotkeys and it changed the part of the song. That's my bad. I'm sorry to ruin the vibe. I'd use the hotkeys for the fire emoji. Here we go.
Got you feeling I can't deny. Is it alright if it seems so wrong? I kinda like dysfunction. No, I'm out of reasons or out of time. No, I can't get you off my mind. I think your love is gonna get to me. Sometimes I stare so hard I forget to breathe. All I need love all night. Looks like we're losing sleep. Usually we get too wild, but I'm in too deep. In too deep. I'm in too deep.
Yeah, this song is dope. This is really dope. I think the beat is really interesting. Obviously very loud, so there's a nice master on this. There was a part in this section where she was kind of doing this sort of like talking vocal where she wasn't really singing. I think that to me sounded a little off key for some reason, or dissonant. But when it came back to the melody, I really liked it. My other critique would be that it was very sharp in that high end. Some of the parts were really like kind of piercing. And I think that really just comes down to the mix. I think that could be fixed a little bit with just a little bit of light subtractive EQ. But this is a bop and a half. Kiki Halliday, In Too Deep. So I'm definitely going to check out some more of your music as well. So yeah, definitely keep those submissions coming. This is the type of stuff I like to hear. All right. Now up next we have Grind by RAA. So I don't know if that's Raw or RAA. Yo, you guys got to come with some simpler names. I never know how to pronounce these. Yeah, RAA it looks like, because he's got dots on it in the video. So here we go.
Yeah. Back in my grind, I rise. Gonna put it all in this mic with the rain or shine. Back in my grind, I rise. Do it for my family till I die. Back in my grind, I rise. Now 5 was alive, had to fight for my life twice. Back in my grind, I rise. Back in my grind. Steady on the way, not a slave for the hype. People wanna pay for the fame just to say that the great for the really alright. Looking for raised up limelight. Talk a big game, no net, no threat. Act the fool on the court while not test. Matter what piece, kick me, no flex. See the enemies in this game, yeah, whoa. What is the reason? can not see that I'm giving fuego. Chillin', I'm living in sunny day go. Dripping the wisdom, the finest they go. Harness more energy into it on. Whipping continuous for the my fitness, enriching with vision. I saw dipping the wallets, not polished up more. Just with divinity, closer with.
All right, that is Grind by RAA. I think that this has a lot of nice vocal layers. To me, the beat and the vocals sound like they're not working together as well as I would like them to. Just in terms of the delivery of the vocals and kind of where the beat sits. But it does have a unique pocket that I do quite like. Like the rhymes are ending on different parts of the beat than are typical for like just kind of a basic flow and rhythmic pattern there. So let me know what you guys think of that. It sounds a bit old school in my opinion with how it is approached, but yeah, I think this is a very solid record. That's Grind by RAA. I think the mix is solid. So yeah, there we go. Boom. All right, moving right along. We have, this opened up twice. This is Broken by Conan, Qonran, produced by Surgery.
Take my last breath. 2 company dope in my chest. Smoke blunts with runs, he's a stress. Living most my life alone, let me broken. No texts on my phone, I opened to my dome, medicated with some protein. Firebird, exotic, chronic shit hit like a brick and knock you out, coughing and choking. On the ground now, in a new dimension. Crying out, scared of astral projection. Don't be scared, you gotta just learn your lesson. Don't fret, we immortal, not to mention that our soul use a body for a vehicle. Got the rope to reality, tied with attention. After death, another journey, thought I'd let you know. Media trying to have everybody stressing. To the news, you gotta not pay attention. They brainwashing propaganda to the population. No love for the sheep they are.
Wow, this is a really, really interesting vocal tone. I don't know if I can do that. That's crazy. So the vocal tone is not something that I would like actively seek out to listen to, but I do think that it is pretty unique. It reminds me of like kind of that pocket of rap that Ghost Main or whatever is in. I think the mix is pretty good on this. It was a little hard at the beginning to hear his vocals and articulate what he was saying. But yeah, that was definitely like a dark feeling sound, but I think that's what you were going for this. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of critiques just because I can't speak to this style of music quite as much, this particular subgenre of rap music. But I think from a mix perspective, it's solid. There wasn't really a hook that like pulled me in, but then again, I'd have to dig more into this genre of music to see how it stacks up in comparison to some of the bigger artists in that space. So that was Broken by Conran. I think that's Conran. All right, next up we have this is a Google Drive link. Let's see if we can play this. This is called Early by Najee. Early something, I can't read it. Let's see. Early Flip.
I'm almost finished. Look at what I'm sending. My vision never diminished. In 2020, I almost quit it shit. They out here snitching. That's Quidditch. Eliminate opposition, I'm sweeping the village. First I pillaged, then blood spillage. The flood liquid, the mud slicker than oil. Every time I drop the beef, a nigga plans get foiled. I'm cooking. I bought an oxtail for you, but my aux cord still loyal. I feel it, wait, but something's missing. I don't get it shit. What's the name of the company that employs you, nigga? Interscope, oh, I get it. I'm killing, good riddance. My bars, my sentence, outlaws, no limits. I'm odd, I'm ignorant. My job, my business, my claws, my rhythms. It's sickening. Wait, I'm getting lost, shit.
right, that was Early Flip by Najee. Fun fact, Najee is a rapper. He was a friend of mine from college. We used to freestyle all the time. We would just go back and forth. He's pretty cold lyrically, and he's very good like off the top. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a freestyle just because he's that good at navigating just words like on the fly. But my big critique on this, I think he sent me this privately a couple months back. My big critique is that the beat didn't seem to go anywhere, and I know that might be the style, but personally I would have liked to have heard how the vocals fit over some tight drums, or at least introducing new elements. It was kind of this like thing where it was almost felt like a spoken word as a result of how the beat was structured. So for me, I think that could have added a lot to the record. Really, where you start to get a phenomenal record that people can grasp onto is when you have the kind of lyrical content that you're coming with and the interest there, but then also the production is up to par, and it's really like you're like, wow, this beat is amazing, like he's really saying something. And then hearing the beat and how you chose to rap over the beat, the flow and the rhythms that you chose there, that adds another dynamic to it where you're like, wow, he's really snapping. And then you got a proper mix, something that sounds really cool, and you got a lot of moment creation and vocals hitting in different places, and interest to the elements that are introduced in the production. All of that comes together to make a great record. So I think that this has it on the lyrical side, but to me, in terms of listening to a song, I would only be listening to this, in my opinion, if I was just trying to analyze the lyrics and listen to it as if I was in a spoken word setting. That's my opinion there. So definitely just try working with some different production. Try to get something in there that really kind of goes, and I'd love to hear what you do over that. So one other quick critique on the mix here on the vocals. The S's, you have a lot of sibilants in there. You can use a de-esser, and that'll kind of trim some of that off. That's the sibilants is when your S sounds, they're kind of sharp, so that'll kind of take the edge off of that. All right, Apollo has I don't know. I think Apollo just put an emoji in here, so I'm not sure what to do about that. But let me check this PayPal real quick. Yeah, it's really weird. I figured Apollo would have dropped the record, so I'm not seeing it in here. Nobody has paid to skip the line, so we will get on to the next track. This is Hyper Days, a track called Mind. Here we go. This is a trip. This song is extremely loud. I actually had to turn it down on my headphones because it's so loud on the master. I think it's like when a lot of the elements come in where they're spread out. It's really kind of a lot, especially in comparison to where I had other people set. Without vocals though, you can get these instruments to sound a lot louder here. I thought this was really dope. I'd love to hear this in a club setting. I love the so in the drop, the effects and how it was chopping in a kind of a sporadic way, but it still made sense rhythmically. I love that. I love the sound choice and the samples and where everything sits in the mix. So very, very pleased with this. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that. Yeah, that's definitely can tell that you know what you're doing on the production side. So yeah, very, very dope record from Hybrid Days Mind. Would love to see this in a club setting when 2021 opens back up for shows. Hopefully, I think it's probably going to end up being 2022 before we really get back to shows, but we'll see. We'll see. But all right, guys, we are about at time. I'm going to go ahead and conclude episode 3 of the Nate Rose Music Review. Definitely let your friends know about this next week or the week after. Yeah, it won't be next week, but next time I do this, I'm going to partner with somebody different. So shout out to David Pearsall, my business partner, for hosting this, or being in on this and a partner on this particular stream. We heard a lot of dope records today. I'm sure he's going to call me after this, or I'll actually go downstairs in my apartment complex because he lives right down there to chat about it. But yeah, a lot of really great records this time around. So I'm really excited that I'm getting exposed to these kind of new artists on this stream. So anyway, appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Shout out David Pearsall again, and we will reconvene in a couple of weeks for episode 4. Definitely tell your friends about this. Every week there will be a new marketing opportunity. So part of my 2021 initiatives is to give back to independent artists, and I've got a lot of things that I'm going to be doing for that. Seminars, music reviews, like some of my marketing